None of us were on for any part of any of that.
No.
Good job, team. Nice job. I love that that's the third sing-along we've had.
There's been a lot.
How are we going to get through this podcast?
I don't know.
How do we not break out into song?
I won't put on the sound effects at all because
That's what does it.
It gets everybody in the
it's
mood.
a distraction.
Oh my god.
I thought you were immediately going to turn sound effects. Say my name, say my name.
You better put a ring on it. Baby. I've been with you for years. Here you are. Not putting a ring on it. Baby, you better put a ring on it. All my friends are like, you better put a ring on it. And I'm going to put a ring on it. Michael looked over to the end of his bed where Jim usually sleeps. It was empty. Michael got out of his bed, walked down the hall to the bathroom. Jim was there, staring into the mirror. Michael said, "Hey, Jim, what you doing?" Jim looked directly into Michael's face and said, "I'm sleepwalking. I'm sleep Christopher Walken." So that's pretty much what we're going to be talking about on this episode of Oh Shit, That's Scary. I am Jason Diego Medeiros. To my very left is Carli Bonillo. To the right in front of me is Edith Louise.
No.
Cut the cheese.
God.
Medeiros,
Oh.
shut up. And to the right, my friends, my family. It's fucking Tony.
Hi.
All right. So today on the podcast, Eden's going to talk a shitload.
Am I, though?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to talk the least this amount.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this time. Wow.
It's opposite day.
It's opposite day.
Will it be information that we can understand?
That's a funny thing that Tony said. Who invited that guy? Get out. No, today, welcome again to Oh Shit, That's Scary, our wonderful intro by Jason. Thank you. Why was your mouth full of nothing? He had nothing in his mouth, guys, right now.
There was smoke.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be touching base on sleepwalking today, which is near and dear to me. It's something that I semi-do. I wouldn't say I'm a full sleepwalker, but...
What makes somebody a full sleepwalker?
I don't know. I feel like maybe I downplay it because I don't do it as often. I only do it if I'm very, very tired. But there are some people who every night they go to sleep and they sleepwalk and they do some shit.
Yeah.
Some of it's
pretty
I
intense.
heard that sleepwalking's not real. Is this true?
This is not true. Fact checked.
Well, I'm throwing away all those books.
How many books did you get? You can't read.
I know. Maybe they are saying it's true. I don't know. The pictures look like it's not true.
The pictures look like a lie. Was there a circle with a straight line through it?
Yes.
Oh.
It's a guy with his eyes closed, and he's walking, and there's the circle with the line through it.
So he's just... Don't walk with your eyes closed.
Maybe it's an anti-Asian campaign.
Here we go. There it is. There it
3
is.
minutes in.
3 minutes in, we didn't do it. Tony, you got something to say about that?
Hello.
Great.
Okay, so
Great.
nice. I'm gonna toss it to Carli. I think we're gonna start with sharing stories. There's little facts in between that we can kind of throw out. But
Yeah, I don't really have any of myself. Not that I can remember waking up from anyway. In all the years you've known me, have you seen me get up?
sometimes
seen
you're
you get up.
I was gonna say
Right.
sometimes you're awake, but you're not moving.
No, yeah. It's like awake sleeping.
My father calls Carli a cat and
Yes.
says she sleeps 23 hours a day. And I think you could do it.
Oh, I would love to.
I've slapped you in the face and you didn't wake up.
I believe
So
that.
you cannot sleepwalk.
The world would end. I'd be fine. I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
That's
no.
cool.
I worry
So-
about you and fire alarms.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes when it actually
No.
comes down to it.
Well,
You can't really
Okay.
practice.
I don't want you to die.
But yeah, I don't think, I mean, unless blacking out kind of counts because you don't remember what you were doing, how you got home, where'd you go, what'd you do,
Would we put that in the? Because that's a whole different
I don't know.
podcast that we don't need to get into.
Blackouts.
Oh no.
Right. Which are also terrifying.
Terrifying.
So we could.
Well, not really. I just wake up going, whoa.
But you don't know.
I have
And
no
it's
idea.
the unknown that's scary.
Yeah, I just have to wait and see someone and go, hey, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Who's mad at me?
What I do.
For sure. I
Don't
did
tell me.
something.
But yeah.
What I do.
But my story is about my sister Madison, who I want to say was about 8 years old at the time. And it was her room and then my room and my brother's room. I'm in my room, my brother's in his. We hear my sister's door open and it's late. It's maybe like 2 a.m. And so we both hear it and we're like, where is she going? We go out and she is completely zombied. She's not looking at anything really. Her eyes are kind of like just like, I don't know.
Scanning?
Yeah. Yeah. But not really focusing on anything. And she's like, my friend Jade's outside. She wants me to go play with her.
Nope. Kick her. Kick her out. You should have let her go.
That's even scarier. Is there somebody outside? You know, is
Well,
someone
let her find out, not you. I love you so much, Madison, but you know how I feel about children. Period.
We made her go back to bed, and it was fine. We're like, you can talk to her tomorrow when the sun comes up. Go to bed.
Tomorrow.
That was it. That was it. That was my. I think besides your crazy stories, that's all I've really witnessed.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
That's probably the only bummer about this podcast is I haven't seen anyone else sleepwalk, and I've just been told about things that I do.
yeah,
And some of it's kind of like, well, how though?
Right.
How did I do that?
right.
Silly.
Some of the things people can do is crazy, crazy, crazy. Like this old man, 77 years old, got up out of bed, luckily remembered his cane, took it with him, walked out into the park, woke up chest deep in like a river. Like a lake, right? Surrounded by alligators.
Ooh.
Okay. He starts like beating at him, trying to get him away with his cane, this little 77-year-old man. And he can't get out of the water because it's all muddy and he's all weak and old. And so somebody heard him.
Oh.
And called the cops and they were able to, he wasn't hurt. But could you imagine waking up to that?
He
No, I
had
could
enough
not.
time for the cops to be called.
He was like splashing his cane around and they wouldn't come near
Yeah,
him.
but okay.
Did this happen in Florida?
Probably. 77-year-old
Florida
man.
man.
Everybody knows alligators do not like to be
A
splashed.
Florida man sleepwalked into some alligators and lived.
And lived.
Only in Florida. We love you, Florida.
God.
Don't.
Hey, what if we have
don't.
one Floridian?
Floridian.
Fuck you.
Floridite?
A Floridite. Floridite.
Floor night.
It's for a fortnight.
Fortnight.
Fort.
Not on my clock.
Okay.
Time to hit the trails.
Tonight is a fart night.
No, thanks. I have no idea where this conversation went. Let's regroup.
But then some of the other things that people do when they sleepwalk, it can be really, really cool. Like this one person is a great artist only in his sleep.
I call bullshit.
Right.
I call bullshit. There's no way that you can't draw a stick figure and then you're a fucking savant
Right.
when you go to sleep. That doesn't make
But then there's like
yeah, like it just doesn't make sense.
the people that get a head injury and wake up able to speak fluent
Well, that's
Mandarin
because they
Chinese.
fuck up part of their. Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know,
I guess
it's
I
brain
guess
stuff that we don't know.
You immediately convinced
Scientific
me.
term.
Science.
Brain stuff.
The
brain
yes,
stuff.
That scientific term got me. It got me.
Yeah, crazy things you can do without knowing you're doing it.
Yeah.
I do it every day.
Do you?
Like what?
Just survive.
Oh, just ignoring me. Okay.
That.
All right. Let's. So Tony,
Hello, I'm Tony. I'm a Capricorn.
Are
I like
you?
long walks on the beach.
do you?
Capricorn.
Yes, I do Capricorn. Yes.
Is that a dance move?
Are you a Capricorn?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
When's your birthday?
It's in January.
17th.
You're.
It ends on the 19th.
I'm in a.
You're in Aquarius. The age of Aquarius.
All right, Mr. Knowing Things. Anyways, Tony.
What am I?
Idiot.
Oh, cute.
Idiot.
So a little backstory on Tony. If you remember from our first episode, I accidentally slipped and mentioned an ex.
I'm that douchebag.
An ex that with the ghost. With the ghost, that would be Tony.
You mention
Hi.
them, they get summoned.
There you go.
Eden, shut your mouth.
I'm like a bad rash.
It keeps coming back.
You think I'm gonna get rid of me and I come back?
Every time I talk about herpes, I get it.
Oh my God. What?
I don't know. I just don't know.
It's like a toady.
From now on, Tony came back.
Herpes.
Peace. It itches.
That's the name.
Whoa.
Tony Herpes is the name of this episode.
Sound like a Greek person.
Thank you.
Tony Herpes.
Well,
Oh,
that's
I thought
not,
you were saying the way I said it.
Oh.
that's not the name of this episode, guys. But it is called His Side of the Story.
So let's hear it.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
no thanks.
one of the instances of Eden's sleepwalking was
Hi.
was at her dad's house in the drum room, which I'm sure has been mentioned a bunch. And I spent the night, and I wake up at like 3 a.m. to like rustling. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Wait,
what is that?
wait.
Wait.
Rustling?
Rustling.
No,
yes.
okay, not wrestling.
I
No,
heard
not wrestling,
wrestling.
rustling. Hey, brother! Hey, brother! Wake up, brother! You're mine! Bonesaw will! I will rule you!
I hate it when I wake up to wrestling.
I'm really disappointed that that's not where this story is going. I am not cool.
We have had several wrestling matches, but that will be another episode.
Okay. Moving on.
Wrestling, oh what?
Ew. Gross.
So, rustling, like rustling leaves.
Wrestle them
So-
leaves. Just throw them down.
Take that, bush!
Take that bush.
That is the worst superpower in the world. I can defeat any bush.
I'm wet.
Moist.
Moist.
Stop.
So, the way her room was set up at the time, it was the bed. There was this giant bookcase. Like,
I'm so sorry. Take that bush. Go on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
that you should be.
You need to calm down.
So there was a bookcase next to the bed, and then there was a couch with a clothing rack behind the couch. So I open my eyes, I reach over, she's not behind me in the bed, so I'm like, all right, what the hell? So as I start to focus on the darkness of the room, I see that the bookshelf is pulled away from the wall, so all I see is bookshelf, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I keep hearing rustling, and I'm like, what is that? So I get up, and this girl is behind the couch in the clothing rack, fiddling with some fishing poles. So the way her room was, there was all these cabinets about 5.5 feet high off the ground, all around the room. And I've never felt the sensation of that much anger towards her. Like, it was really weird. We got into fights, whatever. But I hated her.
Yeah, you.
I genuinely hated her, and I've never, ever had that feeling ever in my life
Towards anybody
towards
ever.
anyone. And even the next day, I freaked out. But anyway.
Yeah, I never understood why
Yeah.
you were so upset, but we'll
I
come
don't
back to
either.
that.
So, ghost? I don't know. So I immediately was so upset. And I'm like, Eden, what are you doing? And she's wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, super dilated, just looking at nothing but messing with these fishing poles. And I'm like, Eden, what are you doing? No answer. So immediately I'm just like, you know what? Fuck you. And I go back to sleep.
Accurate when you've been in a relationship for a while. It's like, fuck you.
But the thing is I'm not like that. I
Yeah.
would have actually been like, are you okay?
No,
What's
you
going
were
on?
you were
What are you
always
doing?
very helpful. So
Yeah.
the next day when you were like, I just went back to sleep, I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck was I doing though? Where did I what?
So the next morning, wake up and
Wait, cut. Because that night I woke up and I was
outside.
outside peeing by the door.
You woke
Yes.
up midstream.
I woke up midstream in a squat peeing in the
Yes.
backyard. And I was like, why am I outside? Let me finish peeing.
What exactly went through your head? Eyes open, eyes focus on where you are.
Honestly, my immediate thought was, did I get drunk today? And I was like, nope, didn't get drunk. And then I was really scared. And then I walked in the room and things were moved around. And I was like, oh my God, I had to have got drunk and then drank so much that I forgot that I drank. Like I must have roofied myself. Something's bad. And then I climb into bed and I go to hug Tony and he just rolls away. Like he just went straight to the wall. And I was like, fuck, I definitely drank because now he's upset with me and I don't know what I did.
But I don't think we did.
What?
I don't think we drank. I don't think we did
No, we
anything.
didn't.
No.
No, we didn't.
But the crazy thing is that none of us in this room or anybody else knew that those fishing rods were underneath that cabinet
That's right.
Yeah, I found those.
until the next day.
When we tried to figure out what you were messing
Yeah.
with. Yeah.
But then the next day, I felt like I didn't know what went on because I'm like, why was I so mad? I'm sorry. But I was so upset
Because you were
at
mad in the morning.
Possession. It was a fisherman.
What if, guys?
And his wife. You were
was the
possessed
wife.
by his
What
wife.
if you were gonna
Like-
kill
And
she
him
was
with that
possessed by the
fishing
man that
Yeah,
wanted to
'cause
go
I-
fishing.
He always used
Moved
to
that
go
thing.
fishing.
talking.
What time was it? Like 2 in the morning? 3 in
Probably.
the morning?
Yeah, around
He
there.
always used to get up and go fishing. The wife was super mad because she always got woken up.
So you were the wife.
You were the wife. You were the
No change there.
No change there.
the fisherman.
I always get the girly drinks.
That is
You
true.
do.
Dude, they're so good.
They are good.
Oh my God.
And they get you drunk.
Yeah,
They always
do.
want to get the girls drunk.
Yeah, they
Boozy
do.
fruit. No, but yeah, the next
Boozy
morning
Two-Face.
you were still pissed. That's me, Boozy Two-Face.
That's actually Carly.
No,
Yeah.
is it?
I'm Boozy Two-Faced.
She tries to
Oh,
take
that's
credit for your
right.
work.
Because I get distracted by Carly 12 Teeth.
I know. I have so many.
So many. But yeah, you were super angry, and I could swear up and down that day. I was like, we definitely went out drinking last night, and I did some fucking outlandish shit, probably again. And Tony's real mad.
Yeah, it
And
was
then you were
weird.
like, I just remember like in the morning, I woke up and you were like staring at me, like really angry. I was like, what happened? You're like, why did you move it? I was like, what? How did you move it? How did you move it?
Heavy.
And I was like, what are you talking about? Because it was really heavy.
Yeah.
And you're like, you did it so quietly. And you were just stating facts angrily. So that sucked. So thanks for that.
God. So, I mean, that's scary too, though, because then your brain is trying to make you figure out a reason why you were just somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you sleepwalking didn't go through your head?
No, because I don't think that at that time that's when it really started hitting that, oh, this is something that's weird. Because I would wake up sometimes with like dirt in my fingernails or
Right.
like random things in my room that I was just like, oh, whatever. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Whatever. Or like I'd be peeing somewhere random. Like I peed in my dad's closet
Right. Right.
in his and in a laundry basket.
My mom did that though, because you're trying to remember your way to the bathroom, but you don't make it exactly right.
Yeah. And I mean, there's times where I wake up and I'm like, I have random bruises and I'm like, oh, where did that come from?
Those are hard to
Yeah.
figure out.
Who knows?
Never know.
Who knows? It could be anything. It could be from just walking that day, or maybe I'd sleep. Because if I sleepwalk, what if I'm not clumsy anymore? What if I'm just
That's what I'm saying.
Amazing.
Like that teenage boy that climbed that 130-foot
Yeah,
crane
yeah.
or whatever. How?
I have no idea. Did he die though?
Was he
I think he was
sleepwalking?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was sleepwalking. He like
130
climbed
feet.
some shit.
And he was fine.
Do you think so?
Somewhere he's never
even-
been before, so how does your brain know where to go?
Exactly.
You know, I don't know.
Exactly. And even the reason why I said earlier that I don't think like I'm a full sleepwalker, because I think we have in total like 2 stories of me sleepwalking.
I have one, the other one where you guys were there when it was proof. Because I told you guys what happened, and you were like, oh, really? Yeah, yeah. But then we were all hanging out in a room. It was like 8 p.m. Like, everybody was there. Pat was there. Kevin was there. Everybody. We're watching a movie. And we're laying on your bed. And I'm against the wall. Mid-movie, lights on. All the couches full, the seats full, people on the floor. You just sit up and beeline it out the door. And as you're walking over everybody, I'm like, Eden, where are you going? As I'm looking at everybody, I'm like, Eden, where are you going? No response. You just beeline it out the door. And everybody turned to me and I'm like, see, I'm not making this shit up. Like, and then when you came back, like 5 minutes later, you had this like weird, confused look. Like, where the fuck did
That's
what
right,
just happened?
When I came to, I was just laying on the concrete outside.
I found you.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was just laying, and
I
I
thought
had
she
like
fainted.
the little concrete like white line on my cheek, and I like woke up, and Carly's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "I'm gonna go back and lay down."
So weird.
You just, all of a sudden, we're watching a movie, you just beelined it.
What year was
so
this, you
weird.
think?
1894.
What were
right.
you eating in 1894?
Guaranteed, it was Del Taco. I have
Del
forever
Taco
and will forever
since
live off that.
Because if it was like 8 o'clock,
1893.
you
Been
can't
around for a year.
be
They're new.
too tired.
I
Right?
remember falling asleep during the movie
Right.
because I remember going, "I'm not gonna make it."
Okay, so you were too tired.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was really, really tired, and I fell asleep.
That sounds
Because I was
right.
in the comfort of all my friends and family, and I was like, "This is fine. They don't need me to be awake for
Right.
this.
Right.
I'm out."
Yep. Somebody needs to take a nap. Just quickly take a nap.
Yeah, just nap it out.
Quick.
Nap it out. I think that. See,
Nap
so
it out
we
is
have
what I
those
say about
two.
your hair.
Yeah.
We have those two. I know that there's other times where I just wake up in the backyard and I'm like,
And
like
this,
it's just become a thing now where I'm like, wherever I am, I'm like, where are you? You're safe. Get in the house.
I got a
Get
story.
back to bed, bitch.
It's the opposite of sleepwalking.
Awake, laying.
I was in the kitchen, and the
Oh,
kitchen.
God.
You shut your mouth. And the kitchen has a window, and it looks into the backyard. And then in the backyard, you could see where the drum room is, the infamous drum room. And I'm doing dishes, and I'm looking out into the backyard, and then I see the drum room door open. The little dog, Jobin, it's a Boston Terrier, runs out. Then Eden runs out with a spatula and yells. I hear, like, from far away, "Stop it, Jobin!" Something like that. And then immediately, Eden passes out. She just falls
the
straight to the
ground.
floor. It's like Jobin had a superpower.
don't talk to me like that, you bitch.
So yeah, okay. I guess I'll address now. I faint a little. I have a little bit of fear fainting. I have a little bit of stand up too fast fainting. A little bit of real upset about something. Like I faint.
I'm awake fainting.
I'm awake fainting. A lot of people don't believe me about the fear faint thing. They think it's funny.
Well,
And
it
I-
is funny,
Okay.
but I know it's real, but it's hysterical.
I would love to know what a full roller coaster feels like.
I know.
You're like a goat.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
Exactly.
one of those goats.
But the thing
Exactly.
is, they're just trying to scare me at work.
Oh no.
And so they're just honking horns or screaming at me from around corners.
No.
So I'm just throwing phones everywhere.
That's not safe.
No, it's not safe.
Speaking of scaring Eden,
Remember when, was it me that got into the carrying the luggage case
You got
in front
into
of
the luggage
front of the
case.
bathroom? And then you called her out? And I
Yes.
was like, oh, God, where am I?
or Eden,
awful.
in Eden's old room, she had two mattresses side by side, just on the floor.
So it was like a big
I separated them,
floor of bed.
got in between, put the covers on over me. She got down. She laid down, and then I scared the pee into my
All
mouth.
he did,
You were
just
laid there for
imagine.
20 minutes, too, because she was doing something, like planning this, and it wasn't funny anymore. It was so long.
The thing
was
is,
very
okay,
comfortable.
let's do from my side. I'm like, I'm gonna wash my hands, and then I took forever doing that for whatever reason, and then I go, and everyone's just calm in the room, and I'm like, let me just lay down, get all snuggled. And the thing is, I laid down, and he didn't immediately get up, so I had time to get comfortable, and then all of a sudden, bed arms were around me, and it was like, this is when I die. Goodbye.
That's so scary.
So you were committed. You guys were really committed to fucking my life up.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I remember hiding in your closet forever. It's a really big game of hide and seek with you.
You
Except
hid in
I
the
never-
entertainment center.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you got the staples in your back.
Yeah.
Yep.
He tried to climb into a little cubby, but there were staples all in it, and he did not fit. But he was going to get down there. And the thing is, he wasn't fully in, so it shouldn't have scared me, but it did. But it did.
I don't need to put that much effort into it. It's just more fun.
Okay, so this we're gonna cut this one. We're gonna make this into 2 episodes so that we can get a full conversation in.
Yes.
So let's sign off this one, and we'll start again next. Thank you, Tony, for being on this one.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
No, was it?
It's always a pleasure.
Oh God. Oh God. Thank you, Jason, for that intro.
I got a plug. Hi, Eduardo. We're coming back. We're coming back hard. We have a bunch of new ideas. Eduardo doesn't know about them yet. So that should be fun. And what should we eat? Don't know when that's coming out.
Nice.
Don't know.
Cool.
It's
Cool.
a bonus.
We eat every day, but we record once a year.
I like that. It's nice. It's an anniversary. Okay, let's be done with this one.
Wait, what about Carli? Bye, Carli.
Oh, I love you so much.
I love you, and I love you. and I
No,
love
no,
you.
no,
love you,
no.
Jason.
I love you
I
the
know
most.
I
Can I
know
touch you?
love you
Yes,
the
you can.
most.
You don't have to because it's a podcast, but you could act like you are.
I have a face for radio, though, so.
He's touching me.
Thanks for listening, guys, and
You're
we'll see you
welcome.
next time on Oh Shit, That's Scary.
Ah.
Link it.
Occupied.